This is the Ducati Strategic Consulting team, consisting of myself, Finn, Riku, and Samuel, discussing the issue of regaining former riders back without any accidents. So our objective. The objective of the strategic team is to analyse psychographic variables behind former and current Ducati members. The team will analyse why current Ducati riders are still riding their bikes and use this to recapture former riders of enthusiast bikes. Furthermore, we can also investigate the depth of each motive that have influenced riders to stop riding. It is crucial for our team to understand not just previous and current Ducati riders, but riders in general, as our goal is to bring back the bulk of former riders. Although we have determined the segments for our market, look at me enthusiasts and performance disciplines, our team must find a way to channel our bikes to the intended market. Through analysis and research, our aim is to target new and previous riders, as there is a lot of them. Strategies will be put forward to educate and therefore draw customers in, whether they are new or returning to Ducati, while maintaining the image of prestige and high performance to appeal to these look at me and performance discipline riders. Ducati also have a high reputation as a performance brand for motorcycles due to their outstanding efforts in racing. Sponsored riders such as Casey Stoner have helped rebuild this reputation. Overall, the aim is to attract both former riders that have had accidents or deterred from riding Ducati's powerful motorbikes or motorbikes in general, as well as beginner riders that are looking to purchase a bike, however lack confidence with riding these bikes. On to segmentation. So Ducati is a world-class motorcycle brand that is renowned for their stylish, powerful and expensive motorbikes. Ducati themselves state that they have the world's most attractive motorcycles as a result of deep commitment to racing competitions. They class themselves as a high-end producer of motorcycles that have distinguishing features that put them in a league of their own in terms of style. Segmenting Ducati's target audience is interesting, as many of their customers have stepped away from motorcycles due to family, lack of skills, or incidents. Ducati's current market is clearly male dominant, with 70% of customers being male compared to the 30% being female. Their main target audience falls between 24 and 50 years of age and having disposable income to purchase wants, such as these motorcycles. And a risk-taking personality is also evident in customers. We are segmenting the huge market that currently has motorcycle licenses, however do not currently own a motorcycle. This is the case for over 1 million Australians, which is a huge audience. The segmentation strategies look at me, enthusiasts and performance disciplines. Looking further into these characteristics, we can start to segment the market further into smaller groups, which will be more effective when targeting. We further segment the market with riders that are beginners and are looking to enter the motorcycle market, as well as previous motorcycle riders that currently do not own a bike or ride anymore. As we can see here in the demographic of the segment that Ducati are trying to capture are predominantly male riders that age between 24 and 50 years of age. People aged 30 above are especially targeted as they are more likely to have money to spend on the motorcycles. They will have some disposable income, as Ducati is an upmarket brand selling very high quality products. Family and marital status is a key factor that requires strategies in order to successfully target customers that are conservative due to having a family and are trying to reduce the risk of having an accident. Psychographic characteristics are thrill-seeking riders who all want to be looked past as they ride past. This is part of Ducati's reputation as they make bikes that are good-looking. It may be costly and timely to effectively target this segment. However, a good understanding of who Ducati wishes to sell to is essential. Riders that have also ceased riding due to risk factors involved with riding a powerful bike will be targeted as well. And on to underlying problems in the market.
Underlying problems in the market are that Motorbike sales are falling. They're falling about 6% every year, which is a problem. The industry is also falling about 25%. The motorbike industry also has a reputation of being a dangerous vehicle as compared to cars. While it is true the statistics in deaths and crashes are falling every year, there's also many people who have motorbike licenses, but they don't have a bike, which is about 1.5 million, which is who we're trying to target. Life changes have also meant that they don't have a bike or a fast motorbike. With marriage, children, um, and relationships, they've had to take a step back and be more safe. Uh, Small, low-price bikes are becoming also more popular, which is not what Ducati has. We also have a list of strategies that we recommend. We've got a target market strategy. We've got with ride events with sample Ducati motorbikes. We're also trying to integrate with the Ducati motorbike fan group a lot more, and we also want Ducati riding courses. We also have a segmentation strategy that targets mostly at look at me enthusiasts and performance disciples. We also have a education strategy with training modules, advertisement of safety of motorbikes, and we also want to educate families that are worried about the safety of motorbikes and also help ease former riders back into the hobby, similar to the problem that we had. We also want to show the mental health benefits, especially with the fan group. And while we're doing this, we want to keep the brand image of being a fast and luxurious motorbike. We want to introduce new stores, and we also want to use the racing team to reinforce that speed.
The biggest issue with the motorbike industry is that there are increasingly higher declines in sales. There's been a 25% decrease in industry sales within just the last 3 years. The lack of new sales can be attributed to 3 variables: decrease in overall industry interest, decreasing safety perceptions of motorbikes, and a lack of confidence in riding. There are over 1 million Australians who don't own a motorbike yet have a license, and many of these consumers are former riders who once had to stop riding due to external influences. Within this market of former riders, we need to target our motorbikes are heavily skewed towards the look at me enthusiasts and performance disciples. Now we need to investigate the problems former riders face in getting back into riding. They can lose interest in the industry. They have safety concerns, and they may be afraid that they have lost their once cherished skills. It is our job to fix the problem for the consumers so that they can come back to the industry. Firstly, to sustain consumer interest for Ducati motorbikes, at this time it is critical to adopt more e-commerce approaches to motorbikes. Ducati partnering with motorbike Facebook groups such as Ducati Owners Club NSW can be a good start to promote relationships with consumers. Newsletters can also be sent to former Ducati riders, detailing them about the changes being made to our bikes. These newsletters, as well as magazines, can also promote the new courses we will be introducing to get former riders back. It is also imperative that we open more exclusive stores with longer opening hours. This gives former riders more opportunities to see what we have displayed. Now we need to talk about probably the biggest issue with former riders, and this is regarding safety. I do want to mention that I'm not talking about the safety of the riders themselves, but I am talking about educating the families of former riders about safety. We need to help persuade families into letting former riders back into the industry. And by doing so, we need to advertise safety features we will be implementing in our bikes. We can do this by promoting our protective leather jackets, as well as safety features such as emergency brakes. Now, a problem that ties into both variables of interest and safety is the loss of riding skills for former riders. Returning riders may be afraid to re-enter the enthusiast world of motorbikes through Ducati because of their loss of skill. Again, the central point of our strategy is persuading former riders to participate in our course riding events. These events will help break the notion of safety, it will help riders gain interest, and it will ultimately help riders get their skills back. These events will help riders get back into the scene, and we will be handing out free guidebooks to help in whatever way we can. So this is what we want from the other firms. As the strategic team, we are also responsible for critiquing other firms, as strategy involves both the ad and product teams. Firstly, for the ad agency, it is mandatory for them to find another advocator for Ducati. We need to bring back either Cal Crutchlow or Casey Stoner and make them feel less like poster boys. Instead of promoting Ducati itself, we can ask them to instruct former riders and become mentors. We can use Ducati bikes in our mentoring sessions, but they are not directly promoting Ducati. Furthermore, this has been mentioned by the ad agency, but it is critical for Ducati to improve its social presence, and even more so because social media is becoming more integrated into the services of a business with COVID-19. In addition to adding keywords such as motorbike, performance and fast are words that have strong connotations towards look-at-me enthusiasts and performance disciples. Also, the ad agency, like us, has recognized that former riders, or as they would put it, returning riders, are an untapped blue ocean that we could target. However, they do not mention how we would capture this audience specifically. For the ad campaign, I would like to suggest educating former riders and motorbike consumers about how Ducati has broken the preventative barriers from riding. We will be improving the safety of our bikes. We will develop ways to improve the skills of riders. And we will continuously promote the brand through our riding events and stores. Adding to this, more specifically for safety, we can work together with a product development firm to produce and advertise exclusive Ducati leather or the more premium graphene jackets. Moreover, as we are targeting former older riders, comfort is a key component that we must advertise. The ad agency needs to promote the comfort of our bikes through campaigns, demos, or in whichever way they can. Many of the points I have mentioned for the ad agency are also apparent for the product development firm, as what is being promoted stems heavily from what the product development firm creates. Again, leather jackets and comfortable seats must be developed so that we can adopt our strategies of promotion. Furthermore, more safety features derived from cars, such as stability control and emergency brake, will also push the notion of a safe racing bike. As former riders learn more about riding through our education courses, we can also develop guidebooks and video tutorials on how to properly ride a Ducati to utilize its power. I know this has been an extremely long presentation, so I'll summarize what we have so far. We want to increase our sales by 10% for the next 2 years. We are targeting former Ducati and motorbike riders as we have over 1 million consumers in this market. We want to segment towards the look-at-me enthusiasts and performance disciples, as Ducati is known for their performance. And we want to solve the issues that this market is facing by promoting our new Ducati education course.